what would make you want to ask your woman where her money came from?
I wouldn't ask her specifically where her money came from. I would ask a question, and then I would be happy. I wouldn't say I would be happy, but I would let ride. However she answered the question, I would let it ride. I would probably say something
Let's
like,
do this.
What's up with all those ones?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Go ahead.
Let's do this. As a Detox family and crew, we're going to say this, bro.
Go ahead.
Because we institute rules and things all the time. Guidelines here at the Detox crew. As men, right? We are not going to ask our woman
where she got all those ones.
We're not going to do that. If we feel the need to.
Without a reasoning.
If we feel the need to ask our woman where ones came from,
you need to get out.
Time to go.
Time to go.
That's enough. If there's something
she been out late.
There's plenty.
She's been out late, not answering her phone.
If you feel that there's any way she could have earned this money in if the answer could have been something
shady.
If you feel that your woman could have done something like, it's time to leave that situation.
Welcome to Detox. This is the AA meeting. You have, as always, me at ADV Coat, partner in crime, 3031 Inc. Follow those tags, of course.
Make sure y'all follow those tags.
Follow the tags. Follow Toya's tag.
And we back, man. We back. It's been a bit of a hiatus.
Whatever Toya's tag is.
That's really sad.
Most importantly, what's that Detox tag?
Detox, the AA meeting. Everybody should already be following you. You should be following that. If you're not following it, then you should be hitting that button right about now.
The Tawana 2.0.
Yeah.
TIWAINA 2.0. Yeah, that's a little disrespectful. But look, I do like your shirt though. Can you let the people see your shirt? Can we see what's going on the boobs there? Can we maybe switch it to the other camera so we can see a full front on that? Right here, on this one. What do we have? Porn is private.
Why is porn private?
Why is porn private, guys? If you guys have been following the Detox,
riddle me this.
You should know this. This is original Detox merch.
Original Detox merch. You guys remember from some of our early steps doing this, man. We discovered that porn is private, or should be, for many reasons. If anybody needs a refresher, we can definitely tell it. You know what I'm saying? She's repping very hard for the team. I can't think of a more appropriate place to have a XXX Pornhub logo placed.
Product placement is everything.
Shout out to the Detox merch. You guys make sure y'all follow that merch too.
And the man behind the scenes, behind the camera.
Oh no, it's not even important, bro. Like, you know.
We're not doing that.
Listen, sir, we're gonna create.
We're not doing that.
No IGAZ.
No IGAZ.
Okay.
Bro, we happy you in town, jamming with us. You know what I'm saying? Not doing no sacrifices out there.
Y'all probably seen him even though you didn't see him. AZ be
traveling. Miami with, you know, a little hamburger meat out, or a little,
you know what I'm saying? Getting tanned up.
Open shirt, you know, blowing in the wind.
Are you also wearing, you know, your hoochie daddy shorts out there?
Ooh, too soon. Too soon. No yeast infection for me. Nah, it's over here, right?
How y'all feel being back though, man? It's been a little minute for us.
I know, right?
Been a minute. A lot of things have happened over the last few days, let alone few weeks.
Since we've been going, there's definitely been a lot of current events popping. I'm actually happy that we're not speaking on some of it, because Atlanta has taken some blows, and y'all know this particular family, this podcast is from the heart of Atlanta. We are shooting. You know, I know there's been rules put in place as far as what's Atlanta, what's not, but we are a Southern-based podcast, and we represent the roots of Atlanta. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? And we've been taking some blows, man. It's been some heavy hits here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy we ain't have to speak on some of that shit. Yeah,
that's true.
There's still some shit to talk about. Current events. I can start it off with a light one.
Go ahead.
It's the light one. Just want to know what y'all think about the lady with the her child, her child's father that brought the
McDonald's gate. We're gonna bring that.
Hold on. So I don't know about it. So I don't think I know about it. Go ahead and finish it out.
I don't think you do either. And I actually want you to answer first.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, that's great.
I like
so the situation is this. No, actually, there's let's just say there's some inside things.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right. So, situation is, woman has, I think, what, four baby fathers?
Four total kids.
Four kids out together.
Let's just say 4 kids
fathers.
total.
Right.
One of the kids' dad brought them McDonald's and didn't bring McDonald's for the other children.
Well, this is the thing she said happens all the time. Like every day, apparently, brings the one child that he has with her.
Indeed, but the basis of what we're talking about is the fact that a father brought McDonald's to his child and not the children's step brothers or sisters.
He don't deal with the woman.
They're not together.
They're not together.
No.
Okay.
But
do you think that? Hold on. Again, we're gonna let Asante take this one first because there's some shit that I know.
but he's got to know this though. But when they were rocking together, apparently he was buying McDonald's for all.
But does it matter? I want to know.
It don't matter.
Does it matter
Well, I
whether or
wanna
not
make
they
sure
were rocking together or not? Asante, how do you feel about this topic? Would you be wrong for bringing children that you have?
I'm not gonna
to someone?
say. I would say you would be wrong, but I'm not gonna say it shouldn't be done.
What?
If that makes sense. You wrong.
Can you
because
expound a little bit for us?
You're wrong because it's no sense of putting that energy out in that family like that. You're wrong.
Putting what? Is it just an energy thing or is
it's an envious energy? Especially if the other, I don't know what the situation is with the other kids' fathers, but obviously the other kids' fathers not dropping McDonald's off every day, so you know they may not even be seeing their dad. You know what I'm saying? At all. So it's wrong to alienate them in that sense.
That's your opinion.
I'm saying that's my opinion in the big picture, but in the small picture, sometimes you gotta let a motherfucker know though.
We're gonna move on. Hold on. Because I already know.
Keep it a buck. Sometimes.
Hold on. Toy, what's your thoughts on this situation?
I have so many. Okay, so let me just try to speak through them. First of all, I've been in a situation. I don't have any kids. Everybody knows I don't have kids. But, you know, most of the guys that I've dealt with have kids. And I was in a serious relationship with a guy at one point, and he already had 2 with this one particular person. And me and her were okay. I guess we're all right. But anyway, they had broken up and we had gotten together. We had been together before. We had this long thing. But I was making his kids Easter baskets. Because I just like doing that. So I was making my godbaby Easter basket. So I said, I'm gonna make your kids Easter basket. I got her to do that, and my ex is, you know, the guy I was talking to at the time, his ex-girlfriend at the time, baby mama, was like, how dare she get ready to bring some Easter baskets for these 2 kids, and you know I still have other kids, and she's not bringing anything. I made Easter buckets for the other 2. However, it wasn't my responsibility to do that. I didn't have to, but it wasn't anything that made me or break me. Made me or broke me either way.
So,
but
just to be clear, hold on, bro. Just to be clear, you did it kind of out the kindness of your heart, but you don't feel like you needed to do it, right?
I didn't have to do it.
So you disagree with the premise of it's something that you should have had to do? Right.
So this is what I initially thought when I saw this situation. First of all, you have 4 kids, not him. You have 4 kids. Now, if he wasn't coming through with McDonald's at all, how were they going to eat?
Can we touch on one thing?
But were they not eating those?
To back her
point. Did they say they weren't eating?
Well, she said that she knows that I don't get my food stamps until the 11th.
So they eat.
She literally said something, I think, that topped it off for me. She said, you know my situation. And my situation was this when you met me, right?
Oh, that you already have 4 kids.
But for me, and I'm gonna pass it to you, bro. For me, that solidified a lot because you're right. I know your situation. Your situation has nothing to do with me and my child's situation. But go ahead, bro. What's your thoughts on this?
I actually got a solution to the problem. So next time, just go to Wendy.
You can
Get
afford
a
it all.
four, you know what I'm saying?
What she
Just
could
let
have
him
done,
split a 4 for 4.
really, if she knew that he does this now, if she knew he does this every day, or so many times a week, he's on his way over there. I'm pretty sure he called a coordinator and say I'm on my way. If you know that he's on his way and the other kids have not eaten, either ask him, would it be okay for you to get the other kids something else? And I send you some money when I get my stamps or when I get some money or whatever, or do you mind doing it for now? You can ask that, but you know what I'm saying?
But let me ask you a question though, because let's say we get, the laws involved and things like that. If he goes through child support, he's going to be liable for his child.
That's all he's liable
So the
for.
pressure that she's putting on homeboy about, well, my situation, how come you're not getting on the phone with the 3 other and giving them that same energy? Because
your situation is your situation.
You don't, but AZ, you don't have kids.
I have kids.
Your situation is a little different because, and I'm gonna tell you like this, because of the fact you have 1 kid and your baby mom only had 1 kid. Y'all only have it's 1, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Hold on. I gotta correct you though, bro. I raised my child in a household with 2 other children from someone else, bro. That you can't. There's no difference.
My point to you is though, this is my point in saying that is when you have the pressure from a parent who has multiple kids with multiple different people. Unfortunately, the good dude or the good female, they get all the energy.
No.
The
You
bad.
whoa. You gotta clarify that for me.
What?
You're saying the energy thing. I get. I kind of get it. But be clear on what you. Help me understand what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, AZ was saying, why is she not putting that pressure on the other baby fathers? It's because she may know I can't put pressure on them because they don't give a damn.
But what's your point though?
What's
your point in how it affects?
The one that is responsible, the one that does step up, you putting all the pressure on their neck.
I'm only answering
you putting that on their
AZ's
back.
statement. Is that why is she not putting pressure on the other one? And it's because she knows she can't put pressure on somebody that's not going to get something. But that guy that does the right thing, that guy that's taking care of his kid, his family, he'll hear everything because that's a good dude. And I'm not about to let this person.
This is what I'm trying to. This is
me.
what I'm striking out. I think I get where you were going with the question, AZ. But my thing would be not to try to turn up pressure on anybody else. Take the pressure off me for doing what I'm doing for my child.
It sounds good, but that's not how it works. I get what you're saying.
Who says it works a certain way?
She's saying it because she putting the pressure on.
We really don't give a fuck. Like at the end of the day, she's just a meme.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the truth of the matter is she doesn't dictate. Like her way of thinking doesn't dictate how the world turns. At the end of the day,
From the situation though, I do believe like between both parties, there's some type of friction because in my mind, he could actually easily just pick the kid up, take him to McDonald's, and the other kids don't see it at all.
See my kid.
There's so many other ways to deal with it.
He's being a little, in my mind, maybe unconsciously, subconsciously, he's being a little vindictive to me.
I think there's a bigger,
that's not necessary.
There's a bigger principle here, right? The bigger principle is, and this is not just on women, it's men too. Think about these things before you have multiple children by multiple men.
Yes.
Think about these things before you have multiple children by multiple females.
Yes.
True.
That's the bigger principle over all of this. Everything else is pettiness. Everything else
or also, you could be a guy who has 1 kid, but you had it by a female who has already multiple kids. So that whole scenario.
That's what his scenario is.
Still my premise is again.
Think about it.
If
exactly
you know
you're
dealing with a woman that has multiple children by multiple men, is that a woman that
you want to have another kid by, or you want to have a kid by?
Again, if things like this is an issue for you, because for some people it's not an issue. If you find conversations like this as an issue or something that could be testy, think about it before you leave it up in her. And again, the system is making it a little more harder
Oh yeah.
It is. But
We got them Detox Plan Bs though in the back. Stamp.
with the scorpions on
It's
it.
not
Not the
U.S.
scorpions.
It's not.
They're not FDA approved,
Not
Not
cleared
FDA
by the
approved.
FDA at all.
but they are going for the.
But disclaimer, because I actually recently saw this too. Apparently, this might actually be just a clout chase.
Oh yeah, no, they admitted or somebody.
The same person, the same.
They came on. I think they just did this like a skit to get a lot of views and people
And build their
to
page
build
and
their
get it.
Because she
TikTok
had a
thing.
follow up, I think on TikTok or whatever like that.
can't-
I think it's a very real
But
conversation to have.
it is a
You
real
know what I'm saying?
conversation.
It started the conversation.
It started
but
a
just,
lot of conversations.
It may not be a real scenario between them, but it is a real scenario.
I know somebody that actually done this before. You know what I'm saying?
And I think Asante actually hit the nail on the head, because if you was before you had kids with the girl and you guys are still, you know, talking and getting to know each other, in that process, if you buying food for the other kid, you're kind of setting the precedent right there. And you know what? Like, worst case scenario, just buy a fucking pizza or buy like a box of chicken or buy like
But
a
that's why
taco.
that's why I say, you know, it's something. It's a layer to that too, because
the petty.
it's being a little bit petty. Because at the bare minimum, if he's going to his kids, dropping his kid McDonald's every day, then you can pick the kid up and take him to
No,
McDonald's.
but there could be a chance that he may not be able to. I don't find that an issue. I don't
think he was doing it every day.
Yeah, like that could be literally his schedule. Like he could be literally picking his kid up from school, dropping her off home with a McDonald's. What if the kid loves her dad?
That's not that could be true. That's not what I interpreted from when you said it. I thought he was just picking McDonald's up, bringing it to the house for him to eat it in front of the kids. That's how I took it when you said it.
So that's ultimately what happened. But what I'm saying is we don't know what situations, or we don't know the scenario as to why the kid is walking in with McDonald's. But that there should not be a punishment behind that. That should not be, in my mind, that should not be an issue.
But again, it could
Your child's coming to you and saying, "Daddy, I love McDonald's Happy Meals. I love it when you bring me Happy Meals," and you have the ability to bring your child a Happy Meal. You gonna not do it because your baby mom, other children that you don't even like,
Not that you don't like, Father God,
that be fighting your daughter and shit like that.
Probably don't like him.
You don't like them.
Because if he
You
liked
what?
him,
So you're gonna
at
not,
a bare minimum, he'd get him a 2 for $3 if he liked him.
man. Fuck them kids. Listen,
wait.
I'm not above fuck them kids. 'Cause
none of us are.
Fuck
None
them
of us
kids.
are.
I don't know.
We gonna not bring our child a Happy Meal behind that? That is crazy.
Kids are worse than adults.
Let's move on to the next one, guys.
Shout
Move on
out
to
to
the next
McDonald's.
Shout out to McDonald's.
Shout out to McDonald's for sure.
Especially my first job
Alright.
at McDonald's. Where I sold
Quick,
quite a
fast
bit.
topic.
What you got for us?
Because Detox fans, y'all don't know I'm running out of time.
Oh,
This is
Lord.
pretty
Wait.
sad
Oh,
though.
really?
It's pretty
Yeah, I'm
sad.
sorry.
It really is.
And y'all have to hold me accountable, but them cheeks. Anywho, so you walk into your girl's crib. I can't say the same for you. I can't say it would work the same for you or for a dude. But she got a stack of wands on her dresser. Do you question that?
I mean, it's the chain shortage now, right? Isn't it?
What is wrong with you? She done into the
It's
coin.
hard pressed to get people to get you chains now. Like,
A stack
I think
of
you
wands.
question it if you're insecure.
Okay.
If
now,
you
she
have
had, like,
insecurities,
if she has
you
some bricks
question it.
next to it, then yeah, like something's gonna be discussed. But if it's just money, like
Did this
money is
happen
money.
to you?
It happened the other night. I mean, I actually knew what it was. It just looked weird when I seen it.
Oh,
What you mean you knew what it was?
Because my people had just came, you know, not too long ago, came from Mexico, and she got a whole bunch of. She don't even really deal with cash like that.
But what triggered you to think that should be a question?
I don't know. I just thought it was kind of funny. When I seen it, I'm like, damn, like she had a whole stack of wands, probably like this thick.
I just want to grab.
And I was like, what are all these wands for? Then I thought about the trip. You know, she.
Well, let's
made
just say there wasn't a trip.
Let's
just say-
that's what we're doing.
So I'm saying though, what
would make you feel like you can question where her money came from?
You can always ask a question. They ask questions all the time. Now,
Yeah, that shit don't make it. That's make them females, bro. I'm asking you as a male, as a man, what would make you want to ask your woman where her money came from?
I wouldn't ask her specifically where her money came from. I would ask a question, and then I would be happy. I wouldn't say I would be happy, but I would let ride. However she answered the question, I would let it ride. I would probably say something
Let's
like,
do this.
"What's up with all those ones?"
Let's do
What
this.
would you
Let's do this.
think?
Go ahead.
Let's do this. As a Detox family and crew, we're gonna say this, bro.
Go ahead.
Because we institute rules and things all the time. Guidelines here at the Detox crew. As men, right?
Right.
We are not gonna ask our woman.
Where she got all those ones?
We're not gonna do that. If we feel the need to,
without a reasoning.
if we feel the need to ask our woman where ones came from,
You need to get out.
time to go.
Time to go.
That's enough. If there's something,
She been out
If
late.
there's-
There's plenty.
She's been out late,
Just
not
hear me out.
answering her phone.
if you feel that there's any way she could have earned this money, in if the answer could have been something,
shady.
if you feel that your woman could have done something like, it's time to leave that situation.
I do
alone.
agree with that.
And I'm gonna just say this:
Once you start questioning, for me, once you start questioning stuff, if I start questioning it,
bro made
it's
a
got
great
to
point.
a point that it actually has to be happening because I'm not gonna question stuff.
Bro made a great point. Women do tend to do that a lot, right? And I'll even say for women out there, if you find yourself asking excessive questions because you don't know what's going on and you feel like, oh, I can ask. You don't know what's going on. Something is going on in your mind to question. Something is going. There's not a trust thing. There's something
Usually,
there. So now you're looking for an
I
answer.
think it's a trauma though.
You're looking for an answer that's going to appease, even if it's trauma. You're looking for an answer that's going to appease it. And the truth to be told, if you're dealing with trauma like that, you don't need to be in a relationship.
for me,
You don't.
I don't want to know.
If you're dealing with trauma that makes you feel like you have to ask, well, you know, it actually took you a little longer to come home from work today than yesterday. It took like an extra 20 minutes. Did you stop somewhere? Did you,
That's real though.
That is
trauma.
true.
Oh,
And it's not
it's something
my
different.
fault. It's not your
It's
current
something
partner's
different
fault.
today as to why you're wearing a different cologne?
I mean,
Or what made you when you have to do these things,
So
time to
Toya-
get out.
so
it's time to
Toya-
go.
Toya, is it fair enough to say that some questions don't need answers? Is that what you're saying?
I would say that the type of guys that I typically deal with, I don't need to know a lot of things because I don't need to be implicated. That's mainly it.
I can dig it.
I'm just saying, so I don't know nothing. Don't tell me not a motherfucker.
Going back to the same
So-
thing.